I was born to be free. Good afternoon, people of the internet and Wagwan. Welcome to the G Spot. I am your host, Geo. And we're going to be talking about BTC, man, because BTC was on a move yesterday and it's kind of on a move today. And I'm in a short position, which you can see at the top right of your screen right now. So we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about the very key level that we are at right now, because in my opinion, Bitcoin is at a very key level. And you know what, man? Look, I've been making a couple of videos, you know, raising my concern that something looks a little bit fishy here. And, you know, Bills. I was about to say Bills. Bill is in control, guys. It seems as such. By the way, actually, real quick, before we start, guys, do me a solid and hit the, not hit the like, well, I mean, hit the like button if you haven't, but drop me some pickle emojis if we can get a sound check. We need to get a sound check good. Am Am I sounding okay here? You guys got to let me know. Anyway, so we've been talking about this level, okay? I made a video on YouTube. Let's actually head over to my YouTube. I probably should have prepared this, but I did not. But it's okay. So let's over to the YouTube. I made a couple videos, okay? On my last live stream, you know, I did go over the Bitcoin price action that, in my opinion, we need to break, okay? And in this video as well, okay? And we talked about the very significant level, and right now, for me, that very significant level is basically where we're at. So if you saw yesterday's video or 2 days ago video, I don't remember how many days it was, maybe 2 days ago. But if you saw the video, we were talking about 67243, and I was telling you guys that this is the most important level when it comes to Bitcoin, and that I will truly flip my tune bullishly if and when we start getting significant candle closes above this level. Now, obviously, we did not have any significant candle closes above that level. We never even made it to that level. And I want to just say this as well. My VIP members in the Discord, we had this level planned out and prepared, and we were ready to short. And as you can see, I'm currently up 127% today. And it was based off of this short setup that I gave in advance to my VIP members. Not only did I give the levels in advance, as I do, but in my scalps channel, when we are at the key zones, I'm giving frequent updates. So today we're going to go over why I think Bitcoin could come lower, and the number one reason I shorted. And guys, the truth is, I'm going to be very transparent with you here. Okay? Very transparent with you here. Excuse me. We have a key level here, and we have a key level just above this high. So I'm also treating this as a potential SFP, which we could do. Okay, we could absolutely SFP this high into this order block, and in the event that I do get stopped out of this position, then I will look to short up if we get an SFP of this level. Okay, remember I said 67.2 is a very important level. It is the most important level on Bitcoin right now. Literally the most important number is 67.2. The VIP is $30 a month, Luna, if you decide that you want to join and invest in yourself. The link is in the description down below. tradewithgeo.com /join-VIP. All your plans are there. Okay, so let's come back to this, right? So we took the short in the VIP. We gave the updates in the VIP. We're chilling the VIP fine, right? I also let my VIP members know that we need to be a little bit careful here, and I'll go ahead and I'll say it. I got nothing to hide here, right? We have a few levels here. But I was talking about, let me find it here. Okay, so when we came up to this, first of all, let's talk about the confirmation, okay? Your 1 hour time frame, when we came up to this order block, we had high, low, high, and then we flipped bearishly. And then we actually came to retest. So that's when I entered. Okay, we had significant time frames break on my God, my words, man. My words. we came into a zone, and we had a significant time frame market structure flip against the idea. I also let my VIP members know that, technically speaking, structure is allowed to flip against you and temporarily just to attack this level of liquidity. So, is it possible that I get stopped out of this position? Absolutely it is. Am I going to be looking to short again if I get stopped out higher? Absolutely I am. But we had signs of distribution here at the highs while we got the confirmation with our market structure flip. Okay, so that's why we took the short, and we had it to a T. Okay, we nailed it. We nailed it. Shouts out to God. What's up, brother? It's been a hot minute since you've been around. Welcome back. Clay the Great says crash incoming. Shit, might take a while for that one. Green dot on the 4-day. Maybe, man. Maybe. You know, maybe. We'll see, though. So, anyways, this is what's happening right now, okay? In addition to that, personally, what I'm seeing, again, and this has been the narrative of my videos for the past, like, week or so, is that people are too bullish, you know? The number one signal that I had... So, okay, because we had this level above us, right? Because we because we have this level above us as well. And we did get the structure flip, but I'm very well aware that on the 1 hour time frame, you're allowed to do this, right? Structure's allowed to do this. You're allowed to SFP that high, okay? So because of that reason, I was thinking about it. You know, this morning I was debating shorting. I was like, you know, it's in our favor. I'm watching Market Cypher. I'm seeing the money flow heavily pour out of Market Cypher while we got a seemingly scam wick. So theoretically, right, this this is the short position. It's something like this. It's higher than that though. It's like this. And the stop theoretically now should be above that high, but you could actually probably go break even by now. But anyways, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm 5'2" 3/4. You should never listen to me ever. But what I'm going to say is that theoretically this should be the high. The reason that I was like, you know what, I'm going to take the shot and pull the trigger, I'm not even joking. As I was deciding, I was in the parking lot of the gym. As I was deciding, I opened up Twitter and I saw, the first thing I saw was a tweet about somebody talking about 500K. I saw 500K. As soon as I saw 500K, I hit the short button so freaking hard. Like, it's crazy to me that, you know, Bitcoin gets a little bit of a pump and people are already talking about 500K. And for me personally, listen, I made polls because I want to understand. I'm like, is it me? Like, is it my algorithm that's showing me just bullish people, or is it everybody else's? And everybody's voting that more people are bearish than bullish, which is crazy. I don't know if it's an algorithm thing, but for me, it's way more bullish than it is bearish. Way more. And so it's crazy to me that we get a little bit of a pump, okay, and people are already off their rocker. Now, am I saying that we're going to crash? No. I'm saying that this is, yeah, today Bitcoin's going to hit 1 million. Buy right now. No, don't do that. Listen, today is, not today. I think over the next week, we will have a definitive answer of where Bitcoin is going to go. Okay, in the last video that I made, which was yesterday, right, we talked about how this is a very important level with Bitcoin. Very, very important. Also, we know in the macro of it, we have this space to fill in our range, okay? But it's just crazy to me that we pump not that much, right? We pump a little amount. And I'm not going to sit here and say an 8% pump is not a pump. Of course that is. But look in the macro of it, we didn't go anywhere, right? In the macro of it, we dumped, we didn't go anywhere. We pumped, we didn't go anywhere. Nothing's happening. There's no follow through in either direction, okay? But the difference in what I'm seeing personally, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm saying what I'm seeing personally, the difference is that when we are here after this 8% pump, I'm seeing Bitcoin to 500K, but when we are here, I'm not seeing Bitcoin to 30K. Okay? That's not what I'm seeing. So I'm just saying based on sentiment, right? What do we see now on Market Cypher B objectively? Now, on the 4-hour time frame, objectively, I mean, we have a very high wave. We do have a slight money flow divergence, nothing to be too concerned about. But, I mean, you could also argue that we have hidden bearish divergences, right? Because this wave is higher than this wave. So we definitely have hidden bearish divergences. That's not the be all, you know, end all, what's it called? The be all like signal. That's not what I'm saying. But when we come down on the lower term time frames, what do we see? Well, on the 1 hour, you can see that money flow is starting to diverge very extensively. 45 is telling a different story, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. And the thing that is a little bit concerning to me is that the money flow on the 15 came out very aggressively, okay? And so this leads me to believe that if we get another larger wave, like think of the money flow as like this is one wave. If we get another wave of money flow, this is leading me to believe that this money flow is not going to be as thick as this one, and we could get a significant money flow divergence over time. So like I said, I am very much so expecting myself, not expecting, but prepared to get stopped out on my current short position in anticipation of coming higher. And if I see this confirmation that I want to see, where we have this wave of 15-minute money flow lower than this one, this, in my opinion, is going to be a very, very spicy short position. Okay? So we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. I am fully prepared right now to come and take these lows, right? Because these are ugly lows. This low is a decent low. But post that low, we put in very ugly lows, okay? Very ugly lows. And this is like, you know, tale as old as time with Bitcoin over the last year. The thing that I hate the most is Bitcoin doesn't seem to take any of its lows. It always runs the highs, and it really trips up a lot of people. It really trips up a lot of traders, because not only does it trip me up as a trader because I'm thinking logically and I'm thinking that we could just do this, but it trips up retail because retail is taught up only, and you know, we get something like that. And personally, you know, I made a video last week saying, are we out of the woods yet? And you know what, I think this is the make or break point to whether or not we are out of the woods. And in that video that I made last week, I talked about the significance of 67.1, 67.2, and that's why I'm looking for short positions here. And these short positions could be very significant, like could lead to very significant lows. Why? Because we have these ugly lows, because we have these ugly lows, and in my opinion, we still have not come down to mitigate a good proper zone, and people are very bullish. So that's kind of, this is the zone I'm looking at right now, and that's why I'm in this short position. I'm gonna hold it. I am perfectly prepared to get stopped out at break even. I have no problem doing that, but my targets are a little bit lower than we're at right now, and we'll see if they come into fruition. Now, does that mean that I'm not looking along? Absolutely not, because what did I just say? On the 15-minute time frame, we are potentially going to be looking for a second wave of large money, but it will give you divergence over time. So am I expecting to come up here? We absolutely can. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. However, I think that we can still come lower. I think we could get a nice bullish divergence on market cipher B, leaving this liquidity intact, coming up, sweeping these highs, and then coming down and sweeping all that liquidity. I think that's possible. I do have long zones here, and if we get them during the stream, then I will absolutely look to long it here on stream. You know, I don't care about the direction. I personally don't care about the direction, but all right, let's catch up on the thing. Yes, I will go all in. BlackRock will buy so money Bitcoin. Possibly, man, possibly. Good evening, Martyr. How are you, my friend? God, welcome to the chat. Let me say hello to everybody. Unmuzzled goat with a clown emoji. Don't know if you're calling me a clown or somebody else. But Geo, there are green dots on the higher time frames, 2-3 days on market cipher B for Bitcoin. Also, for the spot ETF is coming up. How do I play that out? I'll tell you this, man. I do not. Oh, hold on. I missed a super chat. Okay, Kamayu says, glad to catch stream. Can you go over what's an ugly top or ugly bottom? Hear you and Jason refer to that quite often. Yeah, man. Thank you very much for the donation, bro. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I'm going to answer that in just 1 second. Let me just get back to this real quick. Yeah, the 3 dot and the 4 dot absolutely have green dots. And again, guys, listen. I am not at all saying that, wait, I'm not at all saying that we're not going to come and take the high, because we have ugly highs as well, which I'm going to address right now for Kamayu and whoever else that doesn't know. We have ugly highs right now, and we technically, I mean, it's not a perfect cheat sheet entry, but we do know that the number one rule when it comes to market cipher is the thicker the money flow, the more chance of divergences, and you have very thick money flow. I'm not disputing that, but you also need to keep in mind, we have the red dot on the weekly, which has been a few weeks. I'm not saying that it hasn't been, but we do have that. On the monthly, we have the red dot as well. We can't ignore that. And objectively, I'm the only one that's talking about this. I've never seen anybody even talk about it one time. Maybe they're talking about it, but I just haven't seen it. We have massive divergences on the weekly time frame across markets. So again, I'm not saying that they're going to play out. I'm not saying we can't go higher. We're going to take it level for level, right? I'm not trading on the weekly or the monthly time frame. I keep all things into all probabilities in play. So what I think might happen on the 3-day is we get this, we get this, we get this. We take the highs because these are ugly highs, which I'm going to answer here in just a second. And then we do this. I'm hoping we get one more all-time high, because if people are talking about 500K now, then if we get another all-time high, they're going to be talking about 500 million, and I will short it down to 30K if we get this. I'm not joking. I will short the hell out of it. Okay, let me answer this question. Can I go over what's an ugly top and an ugly bottom? Yeah, man. So listen, I take the smart money approach into trading, and so I'm always keeping my eye on liquidity, all right? I always keep my eye on liquidity. This, to me, looks ugly, and let me give you an example here. So people, what retail does, okay, retail draws a trend line, and they say, oh, we're at support, I'm going to long it. I don't think like that. I don't think like that. I think there's a lot of liquidity here. And so when I see this, okay, when I see this, I'm here thinking this is easy money to run, okay? Now let's zoom out to the example that we were talking about. On the daily time frame, this to me does not look like a macro high, okay? Why doesn't it look like a macro high? Because we had an opportunity to sweep. Look at how here we swept the high. We put in a high, we came down, we swept the high, and then we came down, right? You always want to see them sweeping the highs. And so here, we took a high, but we never came to sweep it. Now, if this was the high initially, and then we had a wick like this, and then we came down, I would say, all right, this is looking a lot more top-ish than this is. But because we didn't take the high again, and we have these thick money flow, thick divergences, it's more likely than not, in my opinion, that we're going to come and take the high one more time for potentially a large, we'll call it short squeeze, like stopping out, whatever. Okay, but in general, whenever you're looking at price action, or whenever I'm looking at price action, I will constitute whether or not highs are taken as good highs or bad highs. That's why we have this red box in play, because these are ugly highs. This high never took out this high, and this high never took out that high. So there's a lot of liquidity being built up in this area right over here. Okay, and because there's a lot of liquidity there, it's easy for the market makers to run because there are stop losses there. Okay, if I come back to the example of October, right, this is what I'm going to be notoriously known for in terms of garbage liquidity and being wrong. I was very bearish here. 38K, I was extremely bearish at 38K. And the reason why is because we left all this liquidity. This looked like garbage to me. And as a scalper, I'm not longing here. I'm waiting for a big wick to sweep out all these lows and then go higher, which we never did. But because we didn't do that, this allows for later us to come and grab that liquidity. Okay? It allows for it later. So let me see if I can find a good example of like how and when people do this, right? Because or not people, but how the markets do this, because they literally do it all the time. Look here, look at right here. This is a perfect example, okay? Look at how we had ugly highs, okay? These are ugly. This is a trend line, right? Trend line. For me, it's a liquidity line. But these are ugly. We didn't come back to take this high, and we just continue down. Then what do? We come up, we make a high, we come down, we come and take this high one more time, and then we come down, and we never come back to it. Okay, this is macro stuff. This is how you know whether you have a strong high or a strong low. Another way that you can watch your strong high and your strong low is by something called TPO, okay? TPO stands for time, price, opportunity. And just like we have value areas, right? We do value area high, value area low, and we analyze price action based on volume. You can also analyze structure or your time, or your candles rather, based on how much time you spent in that candle. Okay, so not by how much volume, by how much time. And basically the rule is, if you have wicks on the highs, right, but these boxes, so we're looking at the blue, we're not looking at this one. This is your normal value area, right? If you are looking at your time, price, opportunity, your TPO chart, okay, and you see there's many like we don't have singular boxes. Okay, look, basically the boxes mean how much time, price spent in that, at that price, okay? It's based on time, not based on volume, okay? So like here, for example, the point of control in this one, price spent a lot of time at 62.7K, okay? Price did not spend, or at these lows, price spent a lot of time at these lows because we have many rows, okay? So because we have many rows, price spent a lot of time. Hold on, my music just, this part of it got copyrighted, I guess. Okay. So because we spent a lot of time here, right? That's not what you want to see. For good lows, for strong lows, when you're looking at it in terms of TPO, you want to see that price did not spend a lot of time at that area. So let me see if I can find one. Look here. Okay? Here, this is a very good low because we have single boxes here. They're called single prints. Because we have single boxes here, it's indicative of a stop hunt, right? Of a liquidity grab. This candle came down and pumped up very quickly. And so it did not, because it did not spend a lot of time here, it's a liquidity grab. They quickly grabbed the liquidity and then bounced out of that zone. Okay? That's what is deciding what's a good high or a good low, if you're doing it based on time. Hope that answered the question. Thank you very much for the donation, my friend. Appreciate you. All right. Big green vector candle. Yeah, I think we could get a big green vector candle. We can still retrace and not take the high. Absolutely, we can. Oh, the clown wasn't for me, but I am a clown. Thank you. What's up, Dak? How are you, my brother? We will 100% crash lower than your third leg. Let me actually go over one more thing here. So if we zoom out, okay, we turn off our indicators here. If we zoom out, if you're watching your your drops, okay, we actually might have from the high. I mean, this is very subjective in nature, but from the high, you could have drop level 1, drop level 2, drop level 3, W formation, and then higher. Okay? So, look at this, okay? This order block, we have inducement on, which is basically you're front running your order block. Okay? We front ran this order block. We also, on, I believe it's the 18-hour if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. We also have an 18-hour order block, kind of, down here. Okay? Which you could argue we also have inducement on. So here we have ugly highs. Here we have ugly lows. Okay? If they're going to send price up, it makes more sense to me, and I mean significantly up. It makes more sense for me, for them to sweep this low, because now everybody has longs and their stop are beneath this low. So it makes more sense for me to sweep this low, hit this order block, and then continue higher if we're going to continue higher from this zone. Okay? And this is one of my long ideas, by the way. Obviously, I want to see confirmations. Obviously, I'm also going to be looking for longs underneath this low. Okay? Just like how if they're going to truly send price down, it makes more sense for them to sweep liquidity and then send price down. So the reason I'm talking about how this could be a potential swing trade, which it very well could be, and it depends on what happens here, will depend on my target. Because if their intention is to send price down, it's very likely that they're going to sweep this high, especially because we came this close to it before they do, right? We've been in these highs for a month. So most people that are short have their stops beneath this high. Okay? So this, if we get this trade, is going to be a swing trade. And if we have proper confirmation, of course, right? We also have to be careful because we have this level up here as well. I'm not going to sit here and say, this is a blind trade. Do not do that. I'm 5'2" 3/4. Definitely do not listen to me. And this is not a trade. This is not a pre-set and forget trade. No shot. But this is an idea, right? If we're gonna take this low, it makes sense to come and take this high. Alternatively, if we're gonna continue higher, it makes sense to take this low. So here are two easy trade ideas right now, right? Two very easy trade ideas. And it depends on what happens here. Because if we come down first and we take this low, hypothetically, right? Let's say we leave these highs remaining. If we take these lows and then we bounce from here, it makes way more sense now to come up and come up higher and blast towards at least this zone, in my opinion, 71K. But if we come and take these highs now, it's more bearish later. We don't need to hold this zone if we take these highs. But it's better to hold this zone if we leave these highs because they will be ugly highs. So there are, and this is a good example of how trading is a very, like, how do I say this? It's a very, like, depends on what happens kind of game. You know, that's why even in my VIP, I give levels, and then when we're in the levels, I give real-time updates, but I don't set trades. Like, when I plan my trades like this, I don't just set orders and forget it. I don't do that because it depends on what happens, right? And this is a perfect example where we are right now, because we have the short idea that I just drew up here, and then we also had a short idea here. But the difference is now we got confirmation, right? We have confirmation here. Because 1 hour structure flipped bearish. Your 1 hour structure is bearish, which means hypothetically this should be a protected high. The problem with it is that we have this guy just above us. So we're keeping an eye on it, right? We're keeping an eye on it. And that's why I said I'm very well aware. I'm very prepared to get stopped out. But, you know, we could get that. That could be your tap 1. That could be your tap 2. That could be your tap 3. Though it is unlikely right now based on structure, this is a possibility. All right, let's catch up on the comments here. Cheat sheet entry on the 3-day. Technically, it's not a cheat sheet entry because we don't have vector candles that we can come up to, but we do have liquidity that we can come up to. Let's actually take a look at where our EMAs are, because this is something I was talking about from like I don't even know, 3 weeks ago. But yeah, I mean, we bounced off the 50 EMA. I can't say I'm shocked. And again, I can't say that I'm shocked if we come to all-time highs. The question is, do we sweep some lows before we do that? And as a scalper, it's our job to identify that. Do I use the range volume profile? I absolutely do use the range volume profile. I absolutely do. So actually, let's try something right now. So this is how I would trade. By the way, guys, yesterday I posted, or 2 days ago, I posted a video asking if you guys want to see me actually scalp. We had a beautiful scalp session in the VIP that was 2 hours long, and I think that YouTube can benefit from it as well. But this is what I actually should be doing right now. So here's your down volume, right? Obviously, I use my volume in ranges as well, but here's my down volume. So let's see if we can find some places to potentially add to our short position. Because I'm honestly looking to add to my short. Right here, we can add to the short. This is a short zone. Also, technically a short zone. Kind of shitty that it's like that. So now we're just going to combine it. We're going to combine it, and we're going to say that this is our short zone. It's kind of a big zone, but this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. And then we have our golden pocket. So perhaps this is the let's see if we can analyze it further. Maybe we don't even get it. I'm hoping we don't even get it. I'm in a good position. I'm ready to just go down. I'm ready to literally just go down. I don't want to come back up. Okay, right now, this is what I'm saying. I like this idea. So for a nice short, we have the golden pocket. We have that. I like this. This is my favorite short right here. That's my favorite short. This I'm going to remove. We already know that. Here's my favorite short. And don't know if we're going to get it. But if we do, it'll look something like this. Depends on what happens, right? This is not just a YOLO short. We're not doing that. We're not playing that game. And I'm actually targeting a little bit lower. I kind of want to come down to here. I'm targeting, like, let's say 63K. That would be an idea. That would be an idea. Okay. Such a fire explanation, man. Thanks. Thank you very much for the second donation, bro. I appreciate you. I'm glad you like the definition here. Do I think if we hit all-time high one more time, it could be the end of the bull run? I don't know, man. Like, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say I know how to project long-term price action because I really don't. Okay, I really have no idea how people predict it. Like, for example, this morning or when I started the stream and I said somebody's talking about 500K. Like, I have no idea where they get these numbers from. Literally no idea. So, I don't know. I will follow structure, right? I'm a very reaction-based trader lately. If structure is showing me to short, like the 1 hour is in this zone right now, then I'm going to take the trade. And so, it kind of depends, right? And I've talked about this before as well. Let's come on a clean chart. If Bitcoin, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, okay? Right now, Bitcoin's on the daily time frame. Bitcoin's low is here. And Bitcoin's high is here on the daily time frame. Okay? If Bitcoin makes a new high, which it can, right? It very well can. Then the new low gets jumped up to here. Which means now you only need to break 57K to get bearish on the daily time frame. And this low, by the way, is me being conservative because this could even be considered a low. So if we do something like this, which is possible, and then we start closing candles here, then when we come up, I will look, I'm not even joking, to giga short down to like 30K. So I don't know if it's a macro, like I don't know if it's the end of the bull run because I don't know. I have no idea. But I will say that it will look like at least a very, it will look like a top for like a very significant top. It'll look like at least a mid-cycle type top, we'll call it. At least a mid-cycle top is how it will look. Excuse me, in my opinion. Man, Bitcoin's like, it's kind of been making sense and it kind of hasn't been. Like, it's kind of both. It doesn't make sense because it doesn't sweep any highs, but it makes sense because, like, it doesn't sweep any highs, but it sweeps lows. But it makes sense because when it is time to come down, it'll just wreck all of the longs, like all of them. Like, people think that Bitcoin can't go to 38K. People, like, yes, it can. What do we say? We look at all this liquidity, man. We can absolutely run for that. Easily, we can run for that. I think that wherever the high is, we're going to make the low is going to come down to here. I think this level is a very good level for gigalongs, 31K. That's what I think. Who is wild racist? Shouts out to Philly. Yeah, he's here. He's here. Bought at 57, sold at 66.3. That's how we get it, baby. You cannot be afraid of the sell button, my friends. Market cipher, B traders, reality, vector candles, volume profile, order blocks. Happy days. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Now we pumping a little more. Retail still hyped. Yeah, they are. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, do me a solid, man. Every day I teach you guys why the market moves the way that it does. We got 110 people in here. Hit the like button if you like what you see. Hit the sub button if you love what you see. We're going to see if we can get this this short. I hope we get it, man. I actually hope we get it. I prefer this one. I will feel a lot safer if we come up here. This is actually my golden short idea. I prefer coming up, but, you know, obviously nothing is possible. We're going to keep our eye on it. And, you know, we're going to just watch structure and that's it, baby. That is the name of the game. So we shall see. Market cipher be 45 minute. Let's see if we got a cheat sheet entry here. We got a cheat sheet entry on the 45 minute, boys. So, you know, that might have been it. That might have been the temporary low. And remember, what I'm telling you guys now, what I want to see, if this guy doesn't work out, what I want to see is money flow. Maybe we get another wave of money flow on the 15. So your money flow over time on the 15-minute time frame will be diverging while we come up and we make that high. That would be best case scenario. And this, if I see that, I'm shorting that to minimum 59.6. But, like, realistically, probably down to here, too. And then down to 53K. We'll see. We will have to wait and see what happens. $38K sounds good. Yeah. And I think, man, like, it's just, I don't know, man. It just makes sense to me. Like, from this high. Now, mind you, we didn't take the high, so I'm not saying we're at the high yet, but from this high, we dumped 55%, you know? So from here, if this is going to be the high, 55%, give or take, is around that level, 33K. So let's actually play a game, and let's find where 55% would be. Like, maybe 79, 80K is going to be the high. Maybe 79, 80K. We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know. Beth Robinberg says, love the VIP. The VIP loves you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here every day. I asked a poll, guys, because, listen, I am biased. And I say this all the time. I am biased, okay? I'm biased. I will absolutely tell you guys to join VIP, but I'm biased. So I made a poll. I'm biased. I will tell everybody to join VIP. Numbers don't lie. Proof of work doesn't lie. React to this if you think VIP is worth every penny. We got 38. Oh. We got 38 likes there right now. So I'm biased. I'm gonna tell you to join, but you need people to think. People are saying, Geo, why do I comment myself and then reply to myself? Bro, I did that one time. Also, but I'll tell you this. Sometimes when I'm like texting people, I'll send the message and then I'll send people the message or a message. And then I'll react to my own message. Because, yo, if it's funny, hell yeah, I'm going to like it and write lol. I'm hilarious. Unbundled Goat says VIP is the best one you've been in. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad that you like it. We are also making changes to VIP. By the way, guys, I have a little announcement for you. I got a little announcement for y'all. Let me move some stuff around here so I can get it. I should have prepared it, but let me get it here. We got a little bit of an announcement to make. Little announcement. My friendos, I have found the solution to our MEXC problem. Let me just find my affiliate link here. So, in the description, if you noticed, in the description, we got new links, man. We got new links. Let's move these new links over so you guys can see them. Okay. I am officially, excuse me, starting to work with an exchange called CaseX. Okay? I don't know how you say it, KCXC or CaseX. I'm going to say CaseX because it's funnier and it's sexier. Okay? CaseX is my official new exchange. Now, I'm still going to use MEXC until... I'm still going to use MEXC until the end of June because that's when MEXC no longer needs KYC. But on CaseX, which before you think, Geo, what the hell is CaseX? Are you crazy? I'm going to show you what the hell CaseX is, my friends. Hold on. Calm your tits, all right? Calm your tatas. Give me 1 second. Let me show you what CaseX is all about. What is my Google Authenticator on CaseX? Why are we tweaking here? Hold the phone, boys. 1 second. I'm coming. I'm coming for you. Okay, so before you think, Geo, you're crazy. What are you doing? What is this exchange? Guys, do you even notice a difference? What's up right now? Do you even notice a difference here? Guys, new exchange. CaseX. It looks exactly like MEXC. I actually think it's the same people. I don't know for sure, but I think it's the same people. If I open up a short position and I share my P&L chart, like that's MEXC, man. That is MEXC, guys. Come on now. Now I'm going to say this. I've been testing it, and so far I've had no problems with them. I also have a CaseX representative who I know and I've been with and I trust. Just putting that out there. Okay? The link is in the description if you would like to sign up. And again, that is a free way for you to support me. And I very much appreciate everybody that decides to support me. CaseX is the new exchange that I will be using moving forward. It is exactly like MEXC. Same exact fees. Same fees. Same everything. Okay? CaseX. Be there or be square. Let's see if that short position with like $3 margin turns into $10 million. Let's see if Bitcoin goes to zero from here. I'm going to hold that boy till I get liquidated. All right, let's check the chat. Gio, why am I so hesitant to KYC? It's not that I'm hesitant to KYC. It's that I can't KYC. I literally cannot. From where I'm at. I wish I could, but I cannot. I wish I could, but I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. Hey. Wish I could, but I can't. I can't. I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. Wish I could. Wish I could. Wish I could, but I can't. Yeah, man. It's because Canada sucks. I literally can't. I might get the Palau thing, man. I might. I'm not going to sit here and say that I won't. I might get the Palau thing. All right, BTCC is getting a little bit of its PUMPing right now. 5-minute structure has flipped to bullish. Let's check the 10. 10-minute has not flipped bullish either. I'm going to be looking to add to my short if I see the confirmations that I want to see here. Let's hide these EMAs because they're in the way. If I see the confirmation, I take the short. If I don't, I won't. Very simple. But I am looking to add to this short, 100%. Hundo P, baby. No KYC is the best. Yeah, man. If I can avoid it, then I will. But it's not even just because I want to avoid it. Like I said, I literally cannot KYC from where I'm at. We're not even allowed to gamble. Like, you could do online casinos, but you're not allowed to, like... I can't play poker. I can only play poker with other people that are in Ontario, which is in our state. Can I do 200x? No, you can only do 100x on KSEX. But you shouldn't be doing more than 100x anyway. But yeah, guys, that is my official announcement for today. And starting now, I've been testing it, but I'm going to be basically making KSEX my main exchange. That's going to be where I'm moving to. Guys, I'll be right back in 1 second. I'm going to get a Pepsi Zero because, yo, Cancun in June, baby. 1 more month and your boy is watching. I'm actually nuking my calories soon. So, do me a solid, man. We got 100 people in here. We only have 43 likes. Guys, I want to see the likes button up. If I'll be back in a few minutes here. Drop me some altcoins that we can take a look at. And we'll take a look at dominance. Drop me some altcoins, though. And I'll be right back. And hit the like button for me. Let's see if we can be at 70 likes. So 30 more likes by the time I'm back, okay? I'll be right back. Okay. Ben says, in the like, but you love. I love you too, man. I love you too. Real quick, let me just add one thing. Technically speaking, this is also... Okay. Welcome to Scalp City. Okay, welcome to Scalp City. I might do a scalp stream moving forward if enough people want it. But if we see confirmation here, I will add to my short. If I see this low go, I'm gonna add to my short because this is also a level. We don't have to come up here, so we'll see. So this also support, no, it doesn't support 200x leverage. It supports 100x. Oh wait, I already answered that. The hell, I'm tweaking. Get you a Sprite. I agree, water's king, bro. But the problem with water is it doesn't make me full. This makes me full because I'm nuking calories soon. I'm nuking calories. All right. Thank you guys for hitting the like for me. I appreciate you, man. It allows me to keep doing this. I mean, I'm going to keep doing this anyway, but I appreciate it. Okay. So here's what we're going to do real quick before... Oh, my goodness. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to set an alert on this line, and we're going to come back to this line if we get an alert here. The fees are the same as MEXC, which, by the way, my short is in profit, 7%. Same as MEXC. 0% maker, 0.02% taker fee. Same exact as MEXC. Guys, honestly, listen, I'm going to tell you. I don't know this for sure, so I'm not saying that this is definitive, but look at the logo. Look at the exchange. It looks the exact same. It's the exact same functionality. It's all there. You know? It's all there. And I feel like standing. Actually, I'm going to start walking. I'm going to walk. One sec, guys, and then I'm going to look at some altcoins here. I'm upping my cardio is being raised from 30 minutes a day to 45 a day. And I also, I'm walking all day anyway because I'm on the treadmill while I'm editing and shit. Bro, fuck you, me no more shades. We're here, baby. All right, 1 second. Hold on. Let me just get this treadmill in order here. Cancun in June, baby. Everybody everybody spam Randy and tell her Cancun in June. All right. Okay, let's take a look at some of these altcoins. I want to see this. I will add to my short. Bro, am I shorting with $3? Well, this was it for demonstration purpose. Like, I'm not acting. This is not a real position. No, I'm not shorting with $3. I wouldn't be able to make a living if I short with $3. Now, would I? Gio, any new music? Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of doing thing right now. I'm kind of doing a new playlist right now. Guys, I'm not shorting with $3. This is for demonstration. This is the short position that I'm in. That's my real short position, not this. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on, man. So look at this, right? Look at this. Right now, retail is drawing that and saying they have a trend line. Right? Saying there was a trend line. I'm seeing this as liquidity. If we close below this low, this is your target. That low. So I'll do alts in a second, I promise. But I want to see what happens here because if we close here, I'm probably going to short. Probably going to add to the short. Came into this level of mitigate, but came into this range-based supply. Yeah, I'm gonna short if I see this close here. I'm gonna add to it. Miss the days when there was a Cancun in June hope. There is a Cancun in June, baby. When height equals position size. That comment definitely wins today. 100% that comment wins today. Okay, so what are we seeing right now? We got not thick money flow, but money's clearly coming out on the 15-minute time frame. We know we have those targets lower. Right now, I guarantee you on Market Cipher A, this is giving you a diamond. 100%. Watch. Literally 100%. I guarantee it. Market Cipher A, diamond here. 100%. Watch. Boom. Man, I don't use Market Cipher A because I know when this is... Guys, yeah. I'm going to add to the short. I'm adding to it, I think. If this candle... Yeah, I'm adding to the short. I'm going to see what happens here. I'm going to watch what happens here. If we don't bounce from here, I'm adding to the short. Welcome to scalping. Welcome to scalping with GEO. Scalping with GEO. Look at that. 35%, baby. We're up $1. Who wants to go out for coffee? Coffee on me. I can get you half a cup. Don't ask for milk because it's extra and I can't afford it. Is this a 5-minute flip? No, it's not. Well, it's a 3-minute flip, technically. Technically, it's a 3-minute flip right now. Why is this candle not going to the next candle? What's going on with my thing? There we go. Yeah, technically, it's a 3-minute flip. It's definitely a 2-minute flip. Also, a 1-minute flip. Yeah, man. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Don't know. We might have to add to it. We might have to add to the short. Short this bitch down. Short her down. Just follow it down. You know what? Well, let's do a little baby money here. Let's add to it. And I'll put my stop here. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Who cares? What is that? 65666. $50 loss. Fine, whatever. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Then I'll re-enter. No problem. Why not? Isn't it also 1 hour cheat sheet entry long? No. It's not. And it's not because... Let's see where our EMAs are, first of all. Actually, I probably should have done that. Whatever, that short is for entertainment purposes. I'll tell you why it's not a cheat sheet entry long. It's not a cheat sheet entry long because... Let me come to a clean chart. Actually, the stop needs to go up here. I'm going to move my stop. But it's not a cheat sheet entry long because we have money flow diverging. If we didn't have money flow diverging, then yeah, we would. We also have this divergence as well. Not really what we want to see. Wide shoulders tip. Eat right and go to the gym. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just actually adjust my stop loss because I don't know what's going to happen. That was for entertainment, but let's see. This is my stop loss. Hold on, let me figure it out. Welcome to scalping. Okay, if that's going to remain, this, man, I don't want to put the stop all the way up here. 66220. Yeah, that's too far. You know what? I'm going to keep the stop where it is. I'm going to keep it. If I get stopped out, I'll look to re-enter higher. No problem. But, I mean, this could theoretically play out. Okay. Yeah, bro. I am going on a giga cut. I'm about to nuke calories. I got Cancun in 4 weeks. Okay, let me take a look at some altcoins. And we're going to watch Bitcoin. Maybe, hopefully I don't get stopped out. I might get stopped out, though. I shouldn't trade like that. I shouldn't just trade just because we're on stream. Here we got money coming up. Yeah. Yeah. Because we have this zone above us. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Okay, the first coin that I saw was Gala. Let's take a look at Gala. Do I have Gala in my list? Yes, I do. All right, now, guys, the thing with these alts, by the way, let me just say this. I do not scalp or scalp these alts. I don't do that personally. Doesn't mean that you can't, but I don't scalp them. So we're gonna be talking about the macro of it. And in general, you need to be watching Bitcoin whenever you're watching your altcoins. Okay, I say that all the time. I preach it literally all the time. Okay, so look, Gala looks like I already did some TA on it. Excuse me. Looks like I already did some TA on it, and we are in a super gigabuy zone as per my TA from seemingly, I don't know how long ago I did this TA, but I did some TA quite a ways away ago. Now, excuse me. What do we need to know about Gala? Well, we need to know that similarly to Bitcoin, we got a lot of liquidity above us and that we can come and take these highs. The problem with taking these highs is this wick, okay? Why is this wick a problem? Because we did not take that low, right? Which means that everybody that's been long, not everybody, but give or take, everybody that's been long for the last 71 days, for the last 2.5 months, have their stop beneath this wick. This is a problem. If they're going to send price, if they're going to continue to send price higher, then it is very likely that they're going to come and take that wick. Now, is it different in other exchanges? I don't know. Do they have to come for it? No, they do not. You know, is Bitcoin, if Bitcoin pumps, is Gala going to pump? Yes, it is. You know, it's all contingent on Bitcoin. But here is what I will tell you, and here's what I will tell you with confidence, okay? Dominance is relatively high, which means if Bitcoin dumps, your alts are going to bleed. And I've been saying it, specifically, I've been saying it about ADA. I've been saying it for quite some time. Some altcoins are going to make new bear market lows, okay? As long as dominance continues to rise, your altcoins are going to make your altcoins are going to make new bear market lows, or they can make new bear market lows. Very, very possible for them to make new bear market lows. So we need to be paying attention to that, okay? And we cannot be ignorant to the fact that objectively, Bitcoin's been on a run for the last year of straight up, and eventually when it does get a trend of down, alts are going to bleed. Okay, so we need to remember that although this is a super gigabyte zone, as I indicated in the past, they can easily come for that wick, okay? Now, locally, if we're going to treat it a little bit more locally, we're going to hide all this stuff. Let's hide all that. And let's talk about locally here, right? If we pull our volume, let me get my volume tool. Okay, currently on our way up to the value area high. I don't know if that's going to necessarily hold, because you can see that the value area lows have been holding. But similarly to, like, again, what Bitcoin's been doing, we're not sweeping lows. Look at how many lows are intact here, right? This low did not take this low. This low did not take this low. So lows are being held, yet highs are being taken. That is the narrative as of late, okay? And so, do I think that this thing has a potential to move higher? Yeah, I mean, of course it does. However, we know that the number one rule is the thicker the money flow, the more chance of divergences. And we also know that we don't have any divergences here at the low. And we know that whenever you get a red dot, which it's looking like we're going to get on the 12-hour here, you got to look to the left and say that this vector candle can get recovered. Does that mean we're not going to come higher? I don't know, right? I don't know. I can't say that. But I can tell you that these lows look ugly. Just like Bitcoin. The lows look ugly. We just swept a significant high again on the more local on the more local of it. And right now there's nothing really screaming to me saying that, okay, long me. There's nothing. It just looks very rangy. It looks like we're not going to even really do anything. I would say this. If you're looking at short, this short looks nice to me just on first glance. Right? This guy looks good to me. And if you're gonna long, I mean, really anything under this low, but I like, because we know on the more macro, we haven't been taking any lows, I like coming for more significant lows than just coming for like this low personally. But unless you have some demand here at the low, let's take a look. Yeah, I like this guy. I'm not crazy about it, but I would these are the positions that I would entertain. One of these two are the positions that I would entertain if you're going to be scalping it. Anything else in between, in my opinion, is not worth it. Not worth it. Right? It's very contingent on Bitcoin. You know, you could call this your 45-minute, yeah, you could call this a 45-minute cheat sheet entry and say, all right, maybe we're going to go higher here. Right? Understanding that Bitcoin can also come up and take its high one more time into that order block that we talked about with inducement and put your stop there. But I don't scalp alts like that because they move kind of crazy and, like, you know, I don't know. But that's basically all I got on Gala. That's all I got to say on Gala. But yeah, I am going on a giga cut. We're nuking calories. Up in the cardio and nuking the calories. Okay. What was the second one? Madic. Let's check Madic. Madic. Do I have a Madic chart? I do. Okay. Madic, also very rangy. Madic is definitely looking stronger than Gala on first glance. Actually, I mean, it is looking stronger. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not. Right, Madic has some of these vector candles that they can come up and recover within the range. Let's do the same thing that we did for let's do literally the exact same thing that we just did for Gala. Let's get our volume profile. Let's pull a couple different volume profiles. Let's get this one. Yeah, so Madic is looking a lot stronger in my opinion than Gala, which actually it's also evident because we're up on the day. But why? Why does it look stronger? Remember, guys, I teach you guys why the market moves the way that it does. It is very important to understand why, because that's how you're going to get confidence in these markets. And the reason why is because at least locally on some time frame, we actually flipped bullish, okay? So look at this. This is a perfect example of ugly liquidity, okay? This is why I don't use trend lines. Look at this, okay? So people were probably shorting here because it was resistance. And then, you know, obviously that didn't really work out too well for them, okay? But I'll tell you this. On the 1 hour time frame, you know, you could... I'm not going to go all the little ups and downs of it because it's not important. But we had down, up, down, break of structure, and then now it's looking like we can potentially come higher. Now remember, it's important to watch Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin's going to do, and your alts are going to bleed if Bitcoin bleeds. So I'll tell you right now, we do have levels of inducement here on the lows. We have a 2 hour block down at the low, probably confluence with our golden pocket. Wouldn't be surprised if the golden pocket, golden pocket lies within there as well. More juicily, I will say, if you're scalping Madic, is you have a 1 hour block here at the lows. And in my opinion right now, if Madic is going to hold, give or take, this area in general, this looks like a good low because this wick swept out this wick, okay? And then obviously we have all that liquidity at the high that we just grabbed. We're rejecting perfectly right now off of a 1 hour order block, right? Very pretty common place that we could reject from. Not surprised in the slightest about it. And look at how we came right to it. Look at where we rejected from. Exactly that 1 hour order block. Man, guys, order blocks are overpowered. That's all I'm going to say. If you know what to look for. Anyway, so it makes sense to me now that we just swept this high. This looks the same as Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin swept its high. Its local high anyway, while not grabbing this liquidity. So it looks kind of the same. They're all looking in line here. Makes sense to me to come down a little bit more and hit this guy and then potentially come up for higher. Just like Bitcoin, if Bitcoin does the same thing, and remember, you need to be paying attention to Bitcoin. Just like if Bitcoin decides to, you know, came up a little bit, comes down, let's just say we come into this level, which is also a level that I'm looking along if I see the confirmations to potentially come up, and then from there we'll see what happens, because the title of this stream is we're at a key level. We don't know what's going to happen at that level as of right now, but you know, nonetheless, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, that's basically Madic. I got nothing else to say about that. Right now, it makes sense to me for it to come and take this low. Makes sense for me for Madic to come down to the 65 area, mid 65s. Makes a lot more sense than it is to keep going up from here. But it's going to follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's going to run, then so is this thing. And then in the long of it, because structure flipped bullishly on the 1 hour at least, you know, we have to be watching for this essentially to be not an SFP, because this is not going to be an SFP, but you wouldn't typically want to close. You don't want to close candles below. Let me clean this up because it looks ugly. You definitely don't want to close candles below, let's say this, like, I mean, I guess this low. Like, you don't want to start closing candles below these lows. Not in the slightest. So we'll see what ends up happening. Actually, technically speaking, you don't want to close below this low. Okay, so these plays that I just drew up here, like this idea, I'm not going to go through it again, but this idea, you're looking for an SFP trade here. Okay, we're looking for an SFP. And let's see if I can find a little bit better zones within this more bigger range to where we can long. And that's kind of what I'm expecting for the entire market. A little baby, maybe it's a baby pullback, maybe it's a big pullback. We're not shooting for zero here, but I am looking for somewhat of a retracement. So we have the golden pocket there. Where's our volume at? We have the value area low here, SFP as well. And then we have let's check our up volume. I only want the up volume. And we have the up volume, value area low as well. Come to the higher term time frame here. Wait, why did that move? Did that just move? Why did my value area low just change of the macro range? That was weird. That was super weird. Anyway, so let me check this. Like, that looks so ugly. Oh man, what an ugly range. Let me check this. I mean, that's like not really a range. Let's try this. Yeah, no, I don't like that at all. Literally at all. Yeah, I mean, anywhere in this box, maybe the midpoint of the box. I would maybe just put a line in the midpoint of the box and say that's probably a good long. Again, if you see the confirmations though, right? That's it. Nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less. Very simple long. And so it would look something like this. If we get it, we'd be looking for an SFP. Obviously take profit at the highs, but I mean this, ooh, that is an ugly level here. That's an ugly, or that's a really good high. It's a very good high. So yeah, I don't even think this has to work at all. Like, this is a very good high, but the target would maybe be value area high, maybe. But now that I saw that high and the way that that looks, this is ugly, man. I don't like this trade at all. Not at all. I will not be taking this idea because of how ugly that high is. I see no reason to come back up to that high without coming up to here. And I see no reason for us to come up to here yet with the way that price action is looking in general. Okay, let me catch up and then we'll keep doing. Geo, can I check ADA? Yeah, I'll check ADA. $75 hard. What is that challenge again? What is that one again? Okay, I'm seeing render. I'll do render. I'm seeing a few renders here. Gio, I missed the beginning of the stream, so I missed why you're bearish. But don't I think we're going to try and take the all-time high on Bitcoin? Yeah, man, I do. I do think that we're going to come and try to take the all-time high, but that doesn't mean that we have to come take the all-time high right now. You're going to have to go back and rewatch it, brother. But yeah, definitely doesn't mean right now all-time high. Not at all. Doesn't mean that at all. Okay, let's check render. What is the thing? Is it RNDR or RENDR? I think it's RNDR, right? If I'm not mistaken. Can you guys let me know if is this one render? Oh, I've done TA on this before. Wow, look at render. Look at the whole market not ever taking lows, literally ever. Actually, I can't even say that about render because it did take lows here. 75 hard sucks is for people who aren't already active and don't know how to get into lifting. Okay, fair enough. 2 45-minute workouts. You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you this. Look, while you guys let me know if that's the render ticker, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Being active, and I don't just preach this just because, man. I don't preach this just because. But man, strong body, strong mind. Listen, I'll tell you this. I'm a very healthy person in general. I don't like junk food. I don't crave ice cream. I'm not like that. I'm not a big food person. Damn, the mic was covering my fugly face. You guys should have told me. I'm not a big food person, but I'll tell you this. When you eat right and when you're healthy and you take care of yourself, you feel better. And then you're like, and look, I mean, obviously, right? That sounds so obvious, but if I could give health a testimonial, this would be it. Like, it truly, excuse me, it truly, in my opinion, makes you a better person. You know, it makes you a better person. You become more sharp between the ears. You have more motivation. You have more, like, you think highly of yourself. You have more confidence. And most importantly is it builds discipline. So not even trading related per se, but that's why I say, you know, discipline in the gym equals discipline in the charts. Like, for this game, you could get lucky a couple times and hit a couple home runs, but for you to be able to sustainably be a profitable trader, you need to have discipline, right? Making 10K today and losing it tomorrow doesn't mean anything. If anything, it's more embarrassing than it is good. And so, in general, when you're just healthy, man, like, you know, there's so much reason to take care of you. God gave you your body. You only have one. Like, if you can't, like, for me, and I'm sorry to say this, but it is what it is. Like, I can't respect fat people because if you have you have one body and you can't even take care of that, then what can you take care of? Like, this is not a video game. You fuck up your health, you fuck up your body, it's game over, right? You have one life, you have one body. If you can't even take care of the only thing that you need to survive, then what can you take care of? And if you can't take care of anything, then what really is your purpose here? Not to mention, it shows me you don't have discipline. Like, I can't take you seriously. How is somebody gonna come to me with a business offer, a business proposition, and then like they can't even take care of their health? Like I said, health is the #1 thing in the world. Health comes above family. Because without health, you have no family. For me, it actually goes God and then health and then family. Right? Like, how am I supposed to take anyone seriously if you can't even take care of the only thing that you need to keep the game going? So it's really good, man. It cleans up your mind. Cleans up your mind. People don't like hearing it, you know? People get offended when I say that. But, like, are you offended because of what I'm saying, or are you offended because it's true? You know what I mean? And I don't mean it in like a rude way or a condescending way, but I just genuinely don't respect you because you don't have your priorities in check. It's like if somebody has kids, let's say somebody has kids and then they leave the house for like 2 weeks and they leave their 8-year-old kid that doesn't know how to make food or go to school or whatever by himself. You leave him alone at home for 2 weeks and you just bounce to go get high in Vegas. Let's just say, like, I'm not going to respect you if you do that. If you're fat, I can't respect you. I just can't. And if you're fat and you're working on it, I can respect you, right? It's the habit. It's the discipline of it. But if you're just fat and you're eating McDonald's, like, I have zero respect for you. Sorry, it is what it is. Anyways, sorry to get on that little tangent there. 10 pages of reading a day is cool though, man. It's cool. And you'll see, man, when you start treating your life seriously and your health seriously, like, it just makes all aspects better. More money comes to you when you're fit. I'm telling you. You know, people look at you differently when you're fit. I'm 5'2" 3/4, and like, I'm not the biggest guy, but I got some yoke, you know? Like, I get people in the gym come up to me and ask me for advice, and they're like 6 feet tall. They're like, yo, how did you do this? How'd you do that? It's just, it's different, man. Carry yourself. Like, you got one life. Take your life seriously. Otherwise, you're just breathing air. What's the point? You want to live or you want to survive, basically? Anyways. Okay, let's go render. Excuse me. Render. 4 hours. Let's start on the 12 hour, actually. 12 hour structure on render has flipped bullish. Okay. 4 hour structure has flipped bullish. We had up, down, up, break a structure, and currently down. Actually, technically it's this. So here's your structure on render. Why is my treadmill stopping? My treadmill heard me talk about all this health, and it's like, nah, we want you to get fat again. Why? Okay. So for render, it's quite simple. We don't want this low to go. Okay. Quite simple. On the macro of it, we're just ranging, right? Nothing crazy. We're just ranging. Currently heading towards our value area high. We have liquidity above us that we can grab, right? This looks ugly. Tell you that. This looks very ugly. I'm 160 centimeters. I'm actually 159 and something. I'm like 159.3 or something. Okay, so we got this liquidity above us, obviously, that we can come and grab. In my opinion, nothing right now that's screaming long. Definitely nothing that's screaming long. If anything, it's looking more like shorts to me. Potentially to come and take this low, right? What I would actually want to see for render on Market Cypher, let's see. I want to see one more wave of divergence. I would want to see this low go, because then we have nice divergence, continued divergence on the 2 hour time frame, right? 4 hour, we're potentially printing a divergence here and whatever, but to me, nothing is really screaming long right now. And your 2 hour high, or let's go to 1 hour. Not even that, man. Like, your 1 hour high is even still all the way up here. For me to justify a long, okay, I would have to see a structure flip, and in order for me to see like a significant enough time frame to actually say, all right, it's time to long, I would have to see this low at least go, because then your 45-minute high would be up here, right? At least, and 45 is a decent time frame, and so your structure would look like this. We'd come up, we'd take that, and then, you know, something like that. That's the only way that I would even entertain an idea of coming back to these highs, right? In the macro of it, obviously, we can go higher, and in general, it looks good. I'm not going to say it doesn't look good, right? It looks pretty decent. But Market Cypher, right? We have thick red money flow. We have a red dot, right? This, if I turn on Market Cypher A, I can also guarantee you there's a diamond here. There's your diamond, right? There's a diamond there. And you know what's funny is that the other day I posted that there's a 12-hour blood diamond on Market Cypher on Bitcoin. And I know we're not talking about Bitcoin, but we need to remember that you need to pay attention to Bitcoin when you're trading your alts. And so I posted that there was this 12-hour blood diamond, and some dude with very low IQ was like, ha ha ha, this aged like milk. And my response was, first of all, this wasn't a prediction. This was like me saying, hello, there's a blood diamond, like just letting you know. But second of all, just because there's a blood diamond here on the 12-hour time frame and we pumped from here, it doesn't mean that the idea of it doesn't exist still, or isn't the potential. Remember, if they're going to send price lower, they're going to send price higher first. So I'm not saying that it was going to dump from there, but it could continue. Like, I'm not, you know, we've seen plenty of times where we've had a move and then it pumped. Look here, right? We had a blood diamond and then it massively pumped. Like, it can go either way, right? Typically blood diamonds are a bearish sign. I'm not going to sit here and say that they're not, but it doesn't need to be immediate. It doesn't need to be. And so what coin were we on again? Render. It's kind of the same thing. Like, now we're seeing diamonds here at the highs. Dude, I don't know. The market, in my opinion, in general, is in a very annoying place for trading, because we're in a range and the highs are not getting taken. The lows are not getting taken. From here, I favor coming down, but we might just be coming to put in a lower high. So, or I mean a higher low. So I would want to see some of this go. I would be looking for longs potentially. Like, this is a good wick. So let's see if we have an order block in here. Do we have an order block here? We do. This is your long. If you're going to get that, if structure is going to remain bullish, if and only if structure is going to remain bullish, which I don't know the answer to that. I can't tell you that. Here's your long. Actually, I'm pretty confident in this long, but I would say that's your long. We need to lose this low. We got to lose that low. We have to. Well, we have to actually lose this low for me to feel a little bit more bullish. But if we're going to lose that low, we might as well lose this low. Like, it's right next to each other. So I would look for longs potentially here on this low. And then theoretically, this low doesn't need to go. Otherwise, we're going to come way lower. But it depends on what Bitcoin's going to do. So I'm actually going to set an alert here, because this one might be a significant long. Potential long. And we're going to say 1 hour. No. Let's say 30-minute MSF, which stands for market structure flip. And we have an SFP line here. That's the only way that I would even consider getting a position for this guy. And the position, depending on how structure looks, would look something like this. It would look like that. It would look like that. We would come up, take it to the high. This is how your position would look. This is how I would trade it if and only if I see the confirmations that I want to see. And things change all the time in real time, okay? They change all the time. Let's take a look at how our trade is doing. Up $15, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Anyway, that's render. If this low goes, if we start closing daily candles below this low, goodbye. See you later. We're coming down. But if structure is going to maintain itself, this is the place to do it. What's the main difference between MSF and swing? What's SWP? What does SWP stand for? Guys, do me a solid, man. I'm here every day teaching guys why the market moves the way that it does. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you like what you see, and if you love what you see, or you like my face, you like my voice, then hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, with the notification bell, because I'm trying to update you guys as much as I can. In 2 hours, for my VIP members, we have a live Q&A. So I'll see you guys. I'll see my VIPs there. Guys, give me 1 sec. I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. While Bruiser Actual lets me know what... Oh, SFP. Okay, I'll answer that question here in a second. And then when I come back, we'll do Bonk for my guy here that's asking about Bonk. Wait, where is it? Here. Gomer. Welcome, bro. If you're still here, Gomer, when I come back, because you left that comment a little bit ago and I'm behind. But if you're still here, brother, let me know so that when I come back, I can check out Bonk for you. I'll be right back. And then Bruiser, when I come back, I will... Here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to write Bonk here so that I don't forget. Do we have like .USDT? Or I mean Bonk USDT .p. Do we have that? Yeah, we do. Okay, I don't even know which. Okay, I'm gonna leave this. You guys tell me which one to check, because I don't know if I've checked Bonk before. So you tell me which one it is. I'm gonna go here real quick, and then I'm gonna answer the difference between SFP and market structure flip. Be right back. Deep down within the dude that lives a singing guy named Trader Geo. I'm down, but you might have seen some markets I forgot. And every single time he's getting you the checks, but every time he says it's not advice. Go, go. Go, Johnny, go. All right, let's get some life up in here, baby. Let's go. Ba, 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 down. All right, let's talk about the difference between SFPs and market structure flip, okay? In essence, they're the same thing. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say they're not the same thing. However, we do kind of trade them differently. There's a way, listen, there's an aggressive way to enter the market, which is using market cipher. And then there is a safer way to enter the market using market structure. An SFP is essentially just a liquidity grab. And so if you see divergences on market cipher, then you can look to enter that trade. Given that you are in a key zone, it needs to make sense. In this regard, it makes sense because we have a 1 hour order block right here that has been front run by price. So if we come down for it, we're very likely to SFP into that order block and grab that liquidity. Now, sometimes, depending on your time frame of SFP, which matters, okay, sometimes you actually have a lot of time within this zone. So let's pretend that this is a daily SFP. Well, then you have an entire day to dip down and then get your ass out of that zone. So if you have a daily SFP level here, and then, for example, you see a 10-minute market structure flip, then it's pretty safe to say that your daily SFP is going to play out. Obviously, given that when the time your daily candle closes, like you have enough time to get back above that level, because then that will be a confirmed SFP. But you can basically use them both in essence, right? Together. If you have that on lower term time frames, you can confirm your SFPs on your higher term time frames, assuming that they pop their head back above that SFP line. Drop the mic, baby. That's how you explain it in 10 seconds. Yo, clip that. We need to clip that. We need to clip that. Hold on. Somebody, what's the timestamp? Dak, if you're here, 1:34. We're going to clip that one. Let me message Dak. Hold on. Let me take you dancing. 1 hour, 34 minute stream. Bam, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. There Geo goes talking Chinese. Guys, these are simple terms, man. These are very simple terms. I'll tell you this. Listen, I'm currently in the planning stages of my complete top to bottom, the only thing you need to know trading course. Okay, and so when that comes out, which will probably be by the end of summer, I'm hoping. I haven't even started recording yet. Then, you know, a lot of these questions will be answered. But I'm laying it out right now. I'm organizing it. All right, 1,000 Bonk USDT. 1,000. Oops. 1,000 Bonk USDT.p. Okay, Bybit. Is this the one? Let me add this to my chart, unless I already have it. Oh, I already have it on my chart. Interesting. Ooh, Bonk does not look good. I'll tell you that. Bonk looks like a butthole right now. Looks like a bunghole. Very thick money flow. Very clearly you can see it's being suppressed. We got a blood diamond here on the 10-minute time frame. Bonk looks like absolute shite locally right now. We're on the 10-minute time frame. However, let's take a look at not the 10-minute time frame. What do we got on Bonk? Also doesn't scream long to me. Not screaming long. Why? On higher term time frames, very easy, man. Basic structure, okay? These points, yeah, you could say it flipped bullish. I'm not going to sit here and say that it can't. But nothing is screaming like super giga long me until we start closing candles above here. And you can see we've taken 2 swings at it already. So remember, you got to pay attention to what Bitcoin is doing relative to your altcoins. And if Bitcoin decides that it wants to, let's open up another tab here. If Bitcoin decides here that it wants to, we got to hide all my TA. These are my VIP people, TA. If Bitcoin decides, by the way, in case you're ever tweaking, sip the Kool-Aid, baby. Sip the Kool-Aid. A new thing that we're bringing on this channel. Now, listen. If Bitcoin decides, because we have that level up here, to come up one more time and take that high, then I wouldn't be surprised if our friend Bonk here also comes up to take this high, because look at these ugly highs, right? These are relatively ugly highs. But it very much so depends on what Bitcoin's going to do. I'll tell you right now, based on the way that it's looking, based on market cipher B, this thing looks like it wants to come and drop down, which is a fair thing anyways, because realistically, like, we had to break a structure on some internal structure. right? I want to see lows go. I want to see, right? Look at how no lows were taken. Look at this. This looks like ass, guys. Like, this looks like ass to me. No lows were taken. There's money here. So if Bitcoin decides to dump, why on earth would they not come and grab that? And if Bitcoin decides to dump 50%, which I'm not saying it's going to, but if Bitcoin decides to dump 50%, do you think that your altcoins are not going to drop 80% from here? Bitcoin dominance is up. I'm telling you guys, some of your alts are going to make new bear market lows. Some of them are. Probably not Solana, because Solana had a massive pump. But things that were lagging behind, and the one that I keep referring back to is ADA. Right? ADA got potential to give us a nice move here. But if Bitcoin drops 50%, you think ADA is not going to drop at least 50%? So we will have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. How many people are in here? Guys, thank you very much for spending the day with me here. Excuse me. Okay, guys, listen. I got stream in an hour and a half. I have a VIP stream, VIP Q&A stream for my VIP members. And we had a morning stream this morning. So basically what I'm telling you is I've been sitting here talking to a camera for like 4 hours today already. Stream's been an hour and 40 minutes long. I am going to, as Tino would say, at this moment in time, love you and leave you. Okay? Thank you very much, everybody who has supported me. Thank you guys for hitting the like button for me. I will catch you guys tomorrow, and I will see my VIP members here in an hour and a half. Your boy's got to go get his protein in, so I'll holla at you guys later. Thank you guys for an amazing stream. Thank you guys for chilling with me during the amazing stream. Have an amazing day. Today's Thursday. I will see you tomorrow during Rock On Fridays, baby. Shouts out to Bruiser Actual. Says, y'all should join the VIP. It's legitimately a form of titty. Geo provides so much support. It's insane. Every morning I wake up to him on the charts. He's a G. I very much appreciate it, bro. I'm trying to do something different, man. I'm trying to do as much as I can. I'm trying to change the game. And we're also, like I said, and I'll make an official announcement on the channel here properly. I'll make a video about it. But we're also launching a new thing in the VIP in the next 2 weeks, which we announced this morning. So, big things are coming. Guys, thank you very much for spending the time with me. I will catch you guys later. Shaif Ali, I love you also, but from Canada, not from India. Take care, guys. See you later. Set my heart